Oh boy, you guys, we have a very nice Ford Excursion for you all today. Man, I am so excited. I've been really looking forward to posting this one for sale so you guys could see it. This is legitimately one of my favorite, if not my favorite Excursion that we have ever had. So stay tuned, you guys. This is a very nice truck and you're going to want to hear all about it. If this is your first time landing on the YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Jake. I am the owner operator of Success Motors. We are more of like a specialty dealership here in College Station, Texas. By specialty, I just simply mean we buy and sell a lot of like unique vehicles like Dodge Vipers, Ford Raptors, and then a lot of Ford Excursions, believe it or not. So we started this YouTube channel as a way to document the condition of these vehicles so that somebody could buy it sight unseen. They could ship it up north and they could feel confident in knowing the exact condition of the vehicle. So we actually sell a lot of vehicles up north. We just sent one to Michigan, I think Wyoming, Virginia, Oklahoma, which isn't that far up north. But anyway, a lot of these people, all they do is they see it, they watch the video, they call me, we talk about it, and then we handle the transaction completely electronically. But anyway, I digress. My name is Jake. I'm thankful that you guys have tuned in. I've been blown away by how much interest there has been in these Ford Excursions and just how many views these videos get, how many calls I'm getting. These Excursions are hot right now. Speaking of hot, I'm in Texas, and this is my second attempt to film this video because my phone overheated the first time. So I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible to get inside the truck. All right, man, without further ado, this is a 2001 Ford Excursion, 7.3 liter Powerstroke diesel. It is a limited trim level, and it is a four-wheel drive. You guys, this is what everybody is looking for. Maybe not necessarily this height and all those things. I know some people are looking for one that's bone stock. So if that's you, hey, no worries. But if you like them lifted in the stance of this thing, which I do, man, this is the truck for you. All right, the downside to it, the reason you don't see this thing listed for like 70 grand is because it has a few miles on it, right? It's got 330,000 miles. But before you guys log off and say, oh, that's too many miles, man, you got to hear me out. This truck has at least $15,000 or $20,000 worth of aftermarket parts, and it has been very well maintained. It has a great history, and it has been a pampered truck its entire life. So the next 10 or 15 minutes, you guys, I'm just going to go around and detail everything that's been done to it, the maintenance, as well as the condition of it and whatnot. As always, if you guys have any questions or you have any comments or whatever, you guys can just message me, info@successmotors.net. You can reach me at 979-202-1948. Again, kind of doing this video quickly so my phone doesn't die again. But all right, again, you guys, this one has a 6-inch lift. It's got the Fox Reservoir 2.0 shocks all around it. It's got the 37 by 13.5 by 20 inch Falkon Wildpeak MT tires. It's got the 20-inch fuel wheels. It's got the dual steering stabilizer. It's got the ranch hand front bumper. It's got the ranch hand rear bumper, which we'll get back to in a second. It has a full sound system inside. All the door speakers have been replaced. The head unit's been replaced, and it's got a custom sub box in the rear. It's super, super cool. But the motor is stock. So there you go. It does not have a tuner on it, nor has it ever been tuned. It does have a 5-inch turbo back exhaust, as well as cold air intake, but it does not have a tuner, nor has it ever been tuned. Again, I mentioned this guy has a pretty cool history, or at least a good history, I should say. I think it's had 3 or 4 owners, but the guy I bought it from had it for several years, and he took great care of it. He was an affluent guy, and he had purchased it from a relative, so we know the history of it dating pretty far back. And man, they took really good care of it. It's never been off-road, at least from him. It was just built to look cool because he was a coach, and he took some of his football players around in it, and he just wanted it to look cool for them. So really neat. Again, no accident history. It's a Texas truck, so it's got no rust. It's just a really, really cool truck. And again, I'm actually really considering keeping it. If for whatever reason this one doesn't sell quickly, I'm going to consider keeping it. But I'm going to get a little bit closer to it, sort of document all of the flaws, and I'll just kind of notate them as we go through. It's got a little paint chip right here. Overall, this front fender looks great. As I mentioned, it does have the Fox 2.0 reservoir shocks. It's got these 37-inch mud terrain type of tires. I think that's what MT stands for. They're in really good shape. Really good tread, particularly on these front two. Again, kind of going kind of quickly, trying to get inside before this phone dies. Got the painted to match tow mirrors. Those look really cool. No dents on this side of the truck. Getting through it. Couple of like little bitty, like that's teeny tiny little rock chip. But no dents. Paint overall is in great condition. I found this thing, it was stored in a warehouse, so it was kept inside, and it certainly appears as that. The paint is in really good shape all around. No door dings or dents or any significant damage on this side to speak of. The paint's in great quality, great shape. I'm not seeing anything. If I did, I would stop and show you. These back two tires don't have the same tread. It has good tread. I don't think you'd have to replace these tires for a while, but I think the front two have better tread on it. By the way, as I was kind of referencing all of the things that have been done to it that are aftermarket, it's also had a lot of maintenance done, you guys. Transmission was just rebuilt, so it's got a new transmission. The brakes were completely redone. I'm talking rotors, pads, you name it, the brakes were completely redone. The front end was just rebuilt entirely, new tie rod ends, new wheel bearings, new everything up front. It's got a new steering box, so it steers phenomenally. No slack or play in the steering wheel. You notice it's got the ranch hand rear bumper. I'm not sure if ranch hand is the brand of it, but it's got a sweet set of lights back here. The sensors are still there, so all that works. It's got the backup camera, and of course it's got this pretty dope hitch, which I will leave on it. It's got aftermarket tail lights. Didn't see any condition issues to notify you there. Looks great. A little bit of flaking of the paint right here. It's very possible this truck has been repainted, and there's a little bit of flaking going on right there around that rear window. So it's very possible this truck was repainted, but again, no door dings, no dents, nothing back here. Looks phenomenal. Looks really, really good. By the way, oh cool, I'm gonna poke you under here. We got Fox reservoir, or Fox 2.0s in the back, and onboard air, you guys. We got bags in the rear. It has an onboard air compressor. So you have onboard air, you don't have to worry about that. I'll show you how that works inside in a minute. Very cool. No dents, no dings, no nothing. Again, forgive me going kind of fast on the outside so I can get inside in the air conditioner before my phone dies. If you've never watched my video, stay tuned. I'll go inside, I'll document the condition of the inside, walk you around that also, and then we'll start it, we'll look under the hood, all of those things. This bumper is awesome. It is so awesome. It does have some chips and stuff in it. Hopefully you can see that. You know, it could probably be painted if you cared too much, but the bumper is legit. Here's the brand. Fab 4, made in the USA. Very cool. As I mentioned, underneath, it's got the Pro Comp dual steering stabilizer. You can notice no rust or anything of that nature. And then you can see here all of the kind of the boots, the tie rod ends, the inner outer tie rods. All that stuff is new. So it handles really good despite these big tires. Everything there is new. Very, very awesome. All right, we're gonna move this tour inside. Again, guys, if you have any questions about this truck, let me know. Forgive my water there. You can email us at info@successmotors.net, or you can find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram. You can message me right here or leave a comment on this video and I will see it. Interior is so clean. It's in good condition. Seats work. It's got these WeberTech floor mats in it. You can see there, 330,879 miles. But I mean, don't let that be a deterrent for you. It's such a nice truck. It's got the JVC head unit. It's got an independent base controller, trailer brake controller. And then check this out, you guys. Here's the onboard air. Forgive me, I'm sweating so much. It's the onboard air. Compressor's on board. Really cool. Condition again in here is really good. Texas truck, no rust, nothing there. And the rockers, nothing underneath. Rear seats in pretty good condition as well. I shouldn't say pretty good, it's in good condition also. Rear AC, no infotainment center. Carpet's clean. You got the floor or the WeberTech mats back here as well. Woo, phone's getting hot. I hope we make it. If there's an interruption in the video, it's because I had to, the phone died on me, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll make it through. Everything works. Door locks work, windows work, seats work, rear AC blows cold. Check out this box, you guys. Custom box. It's wrapped in like a leather. It's got two, I would say those are two tins. Obviously a 37-inch spare isn't going to fit there anyway, so that's not taking up any space. It's in there. What's that? Yeah, kicker. Maybe that's the amp. It's cool. That's so cool. It sounds good too, just to be honest. I was definitely listening to some music pretty loud on the way over here, having a good time. It's clean. The guy, I don't think he used it to work too much. I'll show you the steering wheel in a minute if y'all didn't pay any attention to that. The steering wheel is in great shape, and if you've watched any of my videos before, I kind of believe that as an indicator of what the truck's been used for. Not always, but if you got really greasy, nasty hands and you grab the steering wheel, it tends to look bad. Again, you guys, 2001 Ford Excursion Limited, 4-wheel drive. Passenger seat is just as nice as driver's seat. I mean, it's a clean truck, guys. It's a clean truck. If you can see past the miles, which I hope you can. If you can't, I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it for myself. But if you can see past the miles, this is a really awesome truck. Boom. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna poke inside and I'm gonna start it up, let the AC run. We'll chat a little bit more about some of the work that's been done to it, and this way you guys can hear it. I'll pop under the hood in a second. Man, if you guys have never been to Texas, don't come in July. Fires right up, no warning lights of any kind. I've driven it quite a bit and it drives great. AC blows cold, thank you Lord, because it is scorcher today like I mentioned. So AC is blowing cold. It works front and rear. As far as maintenance goes, you guys, this again has brakes were completely redone. Front end was completely rebuilt, and then we also did an O-ring, turbo pedestal O-ring kit on it to eliminate a small leak that it had in the valley. And then we did the rear differential service as well. We did a new pinion gear, I think is the right term for it, with the differential flush. So man, this thing is ready to rock and roll, guys. By the way, kind of cool. This is for an air horn. So some of you guys will like it, some of you won't. I think it's kind of cool. That's the air horn. It's tucked away up underneath the front bumper. It's like right under here. There's an air horn, kind of cool, because like I said, it's got onboard air. All right, forgive me, I'm gonna set the phone down. Let you guys listen to the engine. So again, we did the turbo pedestal O-ring kit. Very common area for it to leak. Kind of cool too, guys, it has an additional bypass fuel filter. The guy who bought it, who owned it prior to us, he said that a lot of guys do it to their big diesel tractors, and they went ahead and added this to it. So that's kind of cool. So it still retains the factory filter, but it's got an additional fuel filter. Air filter was crushed. Probably put an air filter on it. I forgot about that. Walk around back so you can hear it idle. All right, again, you guys, this one is a really cool truck. I'm going to shut it down. If you have any questions about this one or any other vehicle for sale that we have, you can email me, info@successmotors.net, message us on social media, give me a call, 979-202-1948. But again, this one is a great one. You can see the full description in the video description below. I've listed out everything that's been done to the truck from an aftermarket perspective as well as a maintenance perspective. And if you're interested in buying this truck, if you're in Texas, couldn't be easier. Come in, we'll schedule an appointment, take a test drive, buy it just like you normally would. If you're out of state, very, very easy as well. We can call, We can do a FaceTime walk around. You can trust this video, whatever. Once you feel like all of your questions have been answered, I'll send you the documents over via DocuSign to sign, and then you can wire us the money, and then we'll transport the vehicle to you. Just for frame of reference, it probably cost it costs about $1,500 to send one to Michigan. So I'm in Texas. If you're any further than Michigan, you can kind of base the price around that. But around $1,500 is probably what you can expect. Again, you guys, this one is very clean, no accident history. Looks like it's been garage kept. I believe it has been repainted. Paint looks fantastic. Tires are good. Everything is great, you guys. This is a very, very nice truck. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, God bless you all, and we will talk soon.